Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday morning so far. It's currently 9:13 on my end. As you can tell, if you're quite perceptive, you can tell that I just woke up, so I'm kind of dizzy, I'm kind of half dead, but I'm here and doing this video for you guys. Manchester United won against Crystal Palace by 2 goals to nil, as Jamaicans would say, 2 love, or uh, 2-0. So not the best of games, honestly, because again, I think this has been happening for the past 3 games. Manchester United in the first half has been absolute absolutely poor. I mean, time out. I would like to express my sincere grief for the former striker that used to be in the Busby Babes. He passed on this morning, I would like to believe. Hold on a second. Yeah, his name is Alex Dawson, and he passed at the age of 80. So Manchester United just released that. So I'm going to give the next, I should say, next 60 seconds of silence to Alex Dawson, who passed at the age of 80, who played as a striker for the Busby Babes for Manchester United. Okay, I think that's enough. We as young United supporters need to respect our elders, particularly when it comes down to like life in general, but as this relates to football, we need to respect our elders and our legends to the highest degree. That's why we have to keep Sir Alex Ferguson, Sir Bobby Charlton. Uh, I mean, we just need to keep them close to Manchester United. Just because they pass their time with Manchester United doesn't mean that they cannot come close to Manchester United anymore. Just because they pass their time and prime with Manchester United, it's not like that. So just to move on from that, Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 2. Again, it wasn't the best of games. Or midfield. Okay, this is what surprised me. I got a stat that it's the first time he started in a game for Manchester United since May of 2017. I think that was the last game at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace at home at Old Trafford. Hold on. Yeah, it was Old Trafford. It was Old Trafford. And Timothy Fosu Mensah. Was this guy still at Manchester United? Oh, yeah, he played at left back, and surprisingly, Scott McTominay played as CDM, and that is the thing that I've told you guys about. Whenever you have a certified, a PhD, master degree in center midfield, was in a center defensive midfield position in Matic, you can play two flair types of midfield. That is Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. But whenever you're playing Scott McTominay at the base, that midfield is not going to be run as it should be when you have a seasoned veteran, savvy and experience, my defensive midfielder such as Matic, and that was the problem. The midfield is the best. Is the best. The midfield is the best infield for a side to play good football. Without a good midfield, the midfield is going to look like it's going to crumble like poor cake baked. It's not going to have a solidity of foundation. And when you have a solid midfield, a balanced midfield with a defensive midfield, your side is going to play well. And we saw that in the first half. The midfield was so poor, sloppy passes. Um, we weren't getting the ball to the front men, and that is why, in my opinion, anyway, that is why Mason Greenwood didn't have the best of games. Didn't have the best of games for Mason Greenwood. But I'm gonna go through the pecking order slowly but surely. David De Gea didn't have the best of games, but he got a clean sheet. Wan-Bissaka, I don't know if it's because he played against his old club or he just had cold feet playing against his old club, but that brother needs a rest. That brother needs. Wan-Bissaka is playing himself out of form. Whenever he's attacking, he just looks like a new guy that's new to football, like he's ever played football, like he's ever had a football at his feet. And definitely when he's like defending against Wilfred Zaha, man, Wilfred Zaha twist and turn him like, I mean, he's not in the best of form, and he's been getting a lot of criticisms on Twitter. Like people are saying, Wan-Bissaka is not as good as you guys think he is. He's just a one-trick pony. He just slide tackles. That's all he's good for. He's good at interceptions and so forth. That's the kind of criticism that Wan-Bissaka has been getting. Now, my thing, not to go long on Wan-Bissaka, but he needs to be rested. What Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to rest this dude and play Diego Dolo. Yes, Diego Dolo is not as solid defensively as Wan-Bissaka, but Diego Dolo needs game time. He needs game time. So that is it for the Spider-Man out of form. Lindelof had a solid game, but I guess Iceman is coming into his own because when Wilfred Zaha was coming into the box, Lindelof, I thought that was a penalty. I thought that was a penalty, like when Lindelof kind of stand his own and Wilfred Zaha just ran into him and started crying on the floor. I thought that was a penalty, but then I saw different viewpoints or different angles of the tackle. It was a solid tackle by Lindelof. That is what I need to see from Lindelof. More of a Vidic type. That's what I need to see. No calm and composed Lindelof. We have Harry Maguire for that already. And I'm going back to Harry and going to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire has been he didn't have the best of games, to be honest. I mean, this dude could have this dude could have made history of scoring like five headers from set pieces in that game. Like he had a lot of chances. I think my man thought he was defending corners. No nigga, you're trying to score corners. What are you doing? Um, yeah, and Timothy Fosu, I mean, he hasn't played that long for Manchester United, and he just didn't have the best of games. He was, as one would say, he was timid. I wouldn't say he was timid, it's just that he hasn't played for a long while, and he just looked like a fish out of water. He just didn't look comfortable on the ball, and so forth and so forth. Midfield, Scott McTominay didn't have the best of games. I already said that. Matic came in and the midfield, yeah, the mitochondria at the midfielder came in and he controlled the midfield. He was around the steering wheel. He was dictating and playing. Um, Paul Pogba, Paul Pogba is really he's getting into his own slowly but surely. Bruno Fernandes didn't have the best of games, but this is how good Bruno Fernandes is. He would have a dire type of game or a crappy type of game, but this guy still got. I think he got an assist. Yeah, I think he got the assist for Marcus Rashford's goal. Yeah, this dude. Yeah, so it's not like other number 10 ain't calling no names that don't play shit for like 90 minutes but getting assists. This dude is just world class. Um, Mason Greenwood didn't have the best of games. Again, he's human, so we should knock him that much. But that should tell us that we still need Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is still a necessity for Manchester United. And since we have the currency to get the necessary signing of Jadon Sancho, the reality is that we need to land this player as soon as possible. Marcus Rashford got a goal and an assist. This dude is coming into his own as a complete player. He beat about 3 players to make Anthony Martial's goal. And yeah, Rashford getting that goal in front of goal, just showing that he's calm and composed, he's cool, calm, collected, and christened, he got a goal into the far corner. They say he's French Ronaldo. They say he's Ronaldo Nazario, Anthony Martial. What can you say about this number 9 up front? This dude, he took the ball. I think Marcus Rashford started the play, beating 2 players, passed it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes passed it back. I think Marcel was kind of bothered because he was like saying, "Bro, pass the ball. I'm running into space. Pass the ball." But Marcus Rashford passed the ball to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes returned the favor, passing it back to Rashford. And Rashford, one time, it's like 1-2 it to Martial, and Martial took a extra touch and finished it into the far corner. That was a very world class goal from Anthony Martial. So yeah, that was a very not the best of games for Manchester United, but United needs the points to go to get top 4. Yeah. Um this will be a hybrid. This video will be a hybrid of the post-match review, and this will be the preview of Manchester United versus Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. Now I told you guys like in the last 2 videos that Chelsea has been United's bitch for like 3 or 4 times this season. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Manchester United has beaten Chelsea about 3 or 4 times this season, going on to their 5th time. But Chelsea is going to want, particularly Frank Lampard, is going to want to beat Manchester United. And considering that Manchester United played yesterday and they have to play on Sunday, some players needs to be rested. Some players needs to be rested. If we play with the same starting 11 coming Sunday, we are not going to win that game. We're not going to win that game. So it's best that some players rest for the best. They train and they get a lot of rest. Because Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, I believe those are going to start with Matic, midfield trio, the Holy Trinity. I don't think Greenwood might play, but Manchester United hosting, I think it's at Wembley. Chelsea, I think Chelsea is going to come with all guns loaded, and they want to make a statement against Manchester United. We're saying, "Hey, we're not going to." It's like slavery. It's like slavery when the Spaniards, just to give you guys an insight on history a bit, when the Spaniards came to Colombia and came to South America, and they say, "Yo, you got some nice looking bitches around here. We are going to take care of bitches. We don't care if you're married. We don't care if you have a rock solid ring on your finger. We are going to. It's actually on this finger. We are going to take your bitches." And these guys were like timid because these Spanish guys had guns, weapons. And say, "Hey, we're going to take your bitches," and they took their bitches, and it's like the Tainos or the Amerindians, I think that's their names. I think they must enough courage and say, "Hey, we're not going to allow you to take our bitches, our fine and sexy bitches. We are going to fight against you. These are our bitches." And some of them got killed and so forth. But I said that to say Chelsea saying, "You know what? United beat us 4 times this season. We're not going to allow you to beat us for the 5th time this season. It's absolute dire. We're not allowing it." So yeah, we'll see what Chelsea has up there pockets and locker on Sunday. But my score for that game is 2-0. Actually 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. I don't think a clean sheet will be geared towards United, but definitely not against Chelsea because United I believe United will get 2 goals. 2 goals, but not a clean sheet. Again, you guys know what's up, so I don't even need to ask you, but leave your comments down below on your prediction for the Chelsea game in the FA Cup semi-finals. If you honestly believe that Chelsea is going to beat Manchester United, leave your honest comments down below and give your review on the United game against Crystal Palace because some guys believe that Crystal Palace should have gotten a goal at the other end through IO, but what do I know? I just woke up, so I'm kind of out of my head right now. But leave your comments down below in the comment section, and I'll holler you guys after the game on Sunday. Peace. I'm gone.